Hi everyone! Good morning! It's nice to see you on this great day. How are you guys? Yeah, I'm good too. Especially in these pandemic situations, we must stay healthy, okay? So, today I will do presentations about COVID-19 versus flu, or the comparisons and contrasts between COVID-19 and flu. But before we go to the main presentations, let me introduce myself. My name is Ketut Pusparani, but you can call me Indah, Indah. So, do you know World Health Organization declared COVID-19 as a pandemic on March 11, 2020. So, it's been a year. Wow. In fact, this virus has infected people in 114 countries in the world. From day to day, the spike in COVID-19 cases is increasing. So far, it has reached 1.89 million cases in Indonesia and 175 million cases in the world. Why did it happen? Yes, because when the coronavirus came first, many people thought that the virus would only cause common colds, so many people underestimate the virus and don't apply 3M. 3M is Indonesia policy against COVID-19. There are menggunakan masker or use a mask. Second is mencuci tangan dengan sabun or wash hands with soap. And the last is menjaga jarak or keep the distance. Not only that, many people don't recognize the symptoms of COVID-19 well because the symptoms are similar with flu or influenza. My purpose for taking this topic because I want you to get more knowledge about the comparisons and contrasts between COVID-19 and flu. So if one day you or someone you know experiences COVID-19 or flu, you can know what are the symptoms are and so that you can provide the first treatment before being taken to a doctor or hospital. And also, I wanted to be more alert and aware that this COVID-19 is very dangerous because it's not just a common cold, it's not only attack the respiratory organs but also all organs in our body. So here I have four subtopics. First is what is COVID-19 and flu. Second, where did the coronavirus and influenza virus come from? And third is what are the similarities between COVID-19 and flu? And the last is what are the differences between COVID-19 and flu? Okay, for the first subtopic is what is COVID-19 and flu? COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus or SARS-CoV-2. Meanwhile, flu is a contagious respiratory illness caused by the influenza viruses that infect the nose, throat, and sometimes the lungs. And the second subtopic is where did the coronavirus and influenza virus come from? So here I have maps. Okay. Can anyone tell me which one belongs to COVID-19? Yeah, absolutely correct. This one is Wuhan map. Okay. Wuhan is the place where this virus came first. Many experts say that the virus originated in bats, and the virus may jump to human at Wuhan wet market. In that place, they sell so many kind of animals like pets and wild animals. And they kill them on the spot. So it makes the virus spread easily. And on the right one is Asia map. Okay, influenza virus can spread from person to person. In 1580 pandemic began in Asia during summer and then spread to Africa and Europe. And third, what are the similarities between COVID-19 and flu? We can see the differences from first, the sign and symptoms. Okay, these are the signs and symptoms of COVID-19 and flu. First is fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, short throat, runny or stuffy nose, muscle pain, headache, vomiting and diarrhea, and change in or loss of taste or smell. And the next is from how long symptoms appear after exposure and infections. For both COVID-19 and flu, one or more days can pass between when a person's become infected and when he or she start to experience illness symptoms. And next is how long someone can spread the virus. For both COVID-19 and flu, it's possible to spread the virus at least one day before experiencing any symptoms. And the next is how it spreads. Both COVID-19 and flu can spread from person to person between people who are in close contact within about 6 feet. And last is people at high risk for severe illness. Those are older adults. Second is people with underlying medical conditions. And the last is pregnant women. So far, do you already get the point? Okay, next is what are the differences between COVID-19 and flu? Even though the signs and symptoms are almost similar, but also there are prominent differences between the signs and symptoms of COVID-19 and flu. So here are the signs and symptoms of COVID-19. First is dry cough and tiredness. Second is less common symptoms are pains, short throat, headache, loss of taste or smell, and the last is a rash on skin. And the serious symptoms are difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain or pressures, and the last is loss of speech or movement. And the next is how long someone can spread the virus. For flu, most people with flu are contagious for about 1 day before they show symptoms. Meanwhile, for COVID-19, it's possible for people to spread the virus for about 2 days before experiencing signs or symptoms, and remain contagious for at least 10 days after signs or symptoms first appeared. And the next is how long symptoms appear after exposure and infections. For flu, typically a person experiences symptoms anywhere from 1 to 4 days after infections, while for COVID-19, a person experiences symptoms about 5 days after being infected, but symptoms can appear 2 to 14 days after infections. So when you went to the crowded place or meet someone, I think it's really recommended to get self-isolation or quarantine for 2 weeks or 14 days. And the next is how it spreads. The virus that causes COVID-19 is generally more contagious than flu viruses. Also, COVID-19 has been observed to have more super spreading events than flu. This means the virus that causes COVID-19 can quickly and easily spread to a lot of people. And the next is complications. Okay, sorry. The complication. Okay, from these two pictures, I think you guys already know the complications of flu and COVID-19. For flu, the complications such as bronchitis, pneumonia, ear infections, sinus infections. But for COVID-19, this virus really attacks all organs in our body and all systems, such as digestive system, urinary system, immune system, the psychology, neurological system, reproductive system, and also it can cause heart disease. So this virus is very dangerous. And then the last one is vaccine. For flu, there are two types of flu vaccines, namely trivalent and quadrivalent flu vaccines. While for COVID-19, there are two vaccines that already exist in Indonesia. There are Sinovac and AstraZeneca. Do you guys already get vaccinated? For me, I already got vaccinated like 2 months ago. I felt scared and a little bit nervous at that time. Yes, but I think the vaccines really work in my body. So don't be afraid to get vaccinated, okay? And from these two vaccines, there are also different. These vaccines also different. Sinovac is a vaccine comes from China. The efficacy of these vaccines is 46.3%. Meanwhile, for AstraZeneca is a vaccine that produced by British Vaccines Company with a scientist from University of Oxford. Okay guys, that's all about my presentation. Hopefully I have explained it well and clearly. And if you have any questions, please send it through email. And here is my email, indahpuspa5@gmail.com. And I will answer all the questions one by one. Okay, to make the time effectively, I'll conclude our topic today. There are some contrasts and comparisons between COVID-19 and flu. Although these two diseases are similar, there are some prominent differences that make us easily distinguish between them. We can know from how it spreads, how long the symptoms, the signs and symptoms, the vaccines, the complications, and the place where the virus came first. And here I have a quote that related to our topic today. Keeping your body healthy is an expression of gratitude to the whole cosmos, the trees, the clouds, and everything by thick-necked hands. So guys, please remember, because the pandemic is still ongoing, please always do health protocols and apply 3M. Eat healthy foods, do some exercise, and have a positive mind will affect our body too, and the result will be good. Okay guys, that's all that I could say to you. Hopefully you can enjoy my explanations. See you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye everyone. Thank you so much.